Hey everyone, off the mic Sports Network. Doing a basketball video here. So the Cleveland Cavaliers are 30-4. They're 30-4. They have won 30 of their first 34 games. They're the best team in basketball right now. Yet for some reason, whether it be the internet, whether it be Charles Barkley, whether it be media pundits, the Cavs are one of the most disrespected good teams that I've seen in a long time. And I'm not saying that as a Cavs fan. I'm just saying it from a literal, like, they're 30-4. The numbers show it. And yet, for some reason, Charles Barkley's going on TNT and saying, oh, the Philadelphia 76ers are, if they're healthy, they'll beat the Cavs in the playoffs. I trust the Celtics. And then fans saying, oh, yeah, it's going to be Oklahoma City and the Knicks. That's going to be the finals. It's like, guys, have you been watching basketball this season? The Cavs with Donovan Mitchell, and it's not even just Donovan Mitchell. Like, Evan Mobley has been on lock this season. Ty Jerome's maybe the sixth man of the year in basketball. Dean Wade has become, when he can stay on the court, Dean Wade is as important of a player for the Cavs as there is. Jared Allen keeps doing it. Darius Garland, kind of a resurgent year because he's been able to stay healthy. Max Strus finally starting to come back. And the big change in everything, because everybody was wondering, hey, they didn't make any significant moves in the offseason. What was the big move? They got a head coach who was good when he was with Brooklyn, but he coached under Steve Kerr and Kenny Atkinson. And Kenny Atkinson, as far as I'm concerned, is the coach of the year in basketball. But I don't get why everybody is just so resistant to, saying that the Cavs are really, really good. Caitlin Clark understands that. She talked about it with the Kelseys on their podcast. Like, she understands the Cavs are really, really good. They've got really good players, and they score in bunches, and they hit you in waves. They're deep. They're talented. Yet for some reason, everybody's like, oh, yeah, Boston, because they won the championship last year. Oh, Golden State, they still got Steph Curry. Cavs beat them. The Cavs beat Boston. Hey, the Knicks. The Cavs beat the Knicks. Oklahoma City. The Cavs will play Oklahoma City coming up here in about a week or so, or sometime later this month, which should be really, really interesting because to me, Cavs and OKC would be a phenomenal matchup in an NBA final. It would not please the ratings in terms of the NBA, and I think that's part of the reason why the Cavs are being so disrespected, because it's Cleveland and LeBron's not there. It's a different team, but seriously, this team feels a lot in terms of the way it plays defense and the way it shoots it. It feels like those Spurs teams in like 2013, 2014, where it was but the difference is the Cavs are, a lot younger, and they're very athletic. And I'm not saying that the Spurs teams were not, but when you think about like the depth that they had with, a Gary Neal, and you obviously had Tim Duncan, Mono Ginobili, and Tony Parker, but you had all I think Fabricio Alberto, or I'm going off of a bunch of names. I can't remember the teams that were in like 2013 and 2014. But you had a bunch of talented people on these rosters. That was Kawhi Leonard. Like, they had superstars, but it was like, hey, everybody was focused on like the flashy team in the Miami Heat. And the Spurs team flew under the radar, scored a ton of points. They played good defense, and they were able to win a championship out of that. And it's just like, I don't get why everybody is so resistant to like greatness. And just because it's a team from Cleveland, I'm really disappointed in, the way that, certain things are being portrayed in the media, that like, okay, yeah, Cavs may not be that good. Charles Barkley knows better. And maybe the Sixers will be good, but I have no reason to believe that they will, because they've never come up big in anything. Like, Paul George hasn't won shit in the playoffs. So what makes you think him changing destinations and teaming up with another serial choker in the playoffs in Joel Embiid? I like Tyrese Maxey, but what makes you think Philadelphia is going to be like, that team at the end? Oklahoma City scares me because of just they're a lot like the Cavs. They have a lot of depth, they have a lot of size, a lot of versatility. The Knicks are very interesting because they've always been a problem for the Cavs under Tom Thibodeau. They're very physical, but we'll see if with a different coaching staff how that works out. But this rush to just disrespect the Cavs is really annoying, and I think they're one of the most disrespected good teams that I've seen in a long time. They've lost 4 games this year, 30 wins. They're on pace to win more than they're on pace to be close to the league record. Like they're on pace to win about 70, 72 games, which is right on the line of where Golden State was the year that the Cavs beat them in the NBA Finals. So we'll see how things go, but they're deep, they're talented. People need to recognize they're really good. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.